Is 300 too many cloves of garlic? Hey guys, welcome back to Homemade Homestead. My name is Rachel and here's Jesse over here. He's hiding. Today we're gonna plant garlic. I know it's in December and a lot of people have already probably planted garlic, but it's never too late to plant garlic. So if you think it's too late, it's not. You might just get a later harvest. We did this, what, last year? Because I was like super pregnant, and so we were like, let's just throw it in the ground and see what happens.
It worked out.
It did, it worked out. We didn't get as much as we wanted because we didn't plant as much because it was just you and the boys. So we have to figure out where we're gonna put it though first. If you guys have seen in previous videos, all the chickens are on our entire garden. So we had to figure out where we're gonna plant it and probably fence it off so the chickens don't get into it. And if you don't have seed garlic or you didn't have a chance to buy seed garlic, you can even try to plant garlic from the store. I've heard people have success with that. So if you're looking to start into growing stuff, starting into planting, and you're kind of overwhelmed, you don't know where to start with garlic. It's so forgiving, it's so easy. Go grab some at the store. We'll show you how to plant it. I'll show you how to separate the cloves. So before we can get these cloves in the ground, I have to take them apart. You want to try to leave the skin on them, that way they don't rot in the ground. And that's basically all it is to it, is I'm just taking the whole bulb, pulling it apart into the separate cloves, and then we're gonna plant the individual cloves and make sure that we put the tip up and the root side down. I think that thing is one whole clove of garlic. That's crazy. All right, I have 125 hard neck. I ran out of garlic. We didn't plant a lot last year because I was really pregnant. And so we're using most of this. Oh, and Jesse made a lot of garlic powder too. So we're planting 125 hard neck. And now I'm gonna work on the soft neck of garlic. We like to plant both. It's kind of fun. I think the soft necks actually grow a little bit bigger, but it's fun to have both varieties. There's nothing really that different about both. They're just, the stem is either really hard or it's like soft and floppy and you can braid it. So I'm gonna break these apart just like that and get to counting. So we're talking about it. I think we're gonna go off of where we have our carrots planted. These are overwintering with some bags of leaves over them. They're not gonna keep growing, but it's a great storage. If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave a link to it up above. So we're gonna go off of this. That way we only have to build 3 walls and plant in here. So Jesse said we should rake this back. We've got a lot of wood chips here. We had our onions here last year, right? This is where our onions were. And how Jesse planned it last year, I really liked, is he made it so it wasn't super wide so we could get into it from either side and weed it. Like that was really important. Oh, yeah. Because sometimes we made these like big stretches in years past and we couldn't get in the middle and reach to weed them because they do need weeding every once in a while, but that's basically the only maintenance. So we're gonna do like patches and then maybe a walk path and then another patch. That's about how wide. So I think I'm gonna do one more patch here and just rake it. And this will be our walk path.
I'm gonna loosen up the ground a little bit just with the shovel because, well, we don't have a tiller just yet. That's an investment that's still on our list of things. But also to get out some of the sod, I'm hoping. Because I don't know if it's all that detrimental to the garlic, but for me, it's just kind of annoying to be in a growing space.
Yeah, I remember that.
Something that we discovered this year that was really helpful for planting garlic. A friend of ours has an auger that's a drill attachment, but it's substantially bigger than this one, and we used it, if you've seen some of our videos, we used it for planting tomatoes, digging those bigger holes. But we were thinking that's kind of that's a bigger hole, but I wish they had something that was kind of like that for garlic. I've never seen a smaller auger drill attachment, but then I wondered if maybe, I think these are called spade bits. I wonder if that might work. So I gave it a try. We did it at a friend's house and it seemed to work just fine. I don't know if that's gonna be detrimental to the longevity of this auger, or of this spade bit in the long run, but it's working just fine for right now and we weren't using the spade bit. So if you've got one of these, use it for planting garlic. It works right well. This one the size that we're using right here is an 1.25 inches. That seems to be a good thickness. It allows the garlic cloves to drop down into the hole and not have too much wiggle room to flip around and be planted upside down. So we found that size to be the one we wanted, 1 1/4 inches. Pretty much just go right up to the hilt. That's as deep as it goes. And we'll see if that's deep enough. Should be okay.
You had to stop though. Did your battery die? Oh, okay.
Who didn't? I can see you.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The downside to using this tool is that, like, as you're drilling down in the hole, it does kind of tend to wobble a little bit and bounce off the dirt. I wonder partly though if that's just because we waited so long to plant and the ground was a little too solid, so it just sort of tends to break apart in clods. I don't know what the difference is because that part was solid, definitely solid too. The ground wasn't even moving around it. Maybe it's just dry. I don't know. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah.
And when the kids are getting kind of crabby, we give them snacks. That seems to help their attitudes. And then our oldest is so sweet, we'll push the little baby around in a stroller so I can help Jessie. We just try to make it work.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not that fast.
She seems to like it.
Just because she likes it doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah, that's true. Can I bulldoze that patch, Mama?
No,
No,
you're not
no.
bulldozing. No, not with her. Thank you. Oh gosh.
It's all fun and games until someone breaks an arm. You said this was the end of the row? Or this is the
Maybe
end?
one. I think if we could fit
Yeah.
2 more
Oh,
here.
2 more.
If not, there might be space on the
I
top
can get a
end.
rake and rake out these clods.
Yeah, I have another 1.5 rows actually. Should that be right?
That's what you decided, yeah. So after we uncovered the ground from the wood chips and all that kind of stuff, I thought I was going to be helpful and go through with the shovel, which that was nice to break up the sod, but I think that was also to our detriment because breaking it apart in clods like that, I think maybe now that we're doing it and we've gotten past all those clods, it's a lot smoother because all of the ground around where we're drilling is still frozen, so it's staying out of the way, it's staying solid in place.
And
So
not
maybe,
just like breaking apart.
and not just breaking
Yeah.
apart and flinging clods everywhere back into the holes you've already drilled and all that. So maybe once you uncover, it's best to leave the ground frozen. It's a little bit more to work through, but your holes stay clean and you can see where you've been. Are you doing okay with that?
Yeah. So
Thank you, that was quick.
That's 175 in. Woo, 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 woo. That's awesome.
Thank you, honey.
I think that was all our soft net. Yay.
At the top corner? Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't gone over it with the shovel.
Do it.
Ah, well.
Like it.
I feel like gardening is a lot of experimenting anyway. So excited that we got some garlic in the ground. I didn't know if we would get it in this year.
Once we found our groove, it went really quickly. It was there. Well, we're all done planting the hardneck. Is that what we got done planting just now? We're done planting for the night. It's already starting to get a little bit chilly. And we're gonna be back at it tomorrow, but that does it for right now.
Thanks for joining us today, you guys. I really encourage any of you to plant garlic. If you've never planted anything in your life, start with garlic.
That's very forgiving. It's pretty hard to mess that up.
It really is. I hope you're having an awesome day. We gotta go save the kids.